Hello everybody, this is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. Today we're going to work on a cemetery arrangement. We are going to use blue and white and some pretty green flowers, and we're going to add them to a vase insert. So we have several different types of arrangements that we make for the cemetery. We make baskets, we make pots, we do standing sprays, and we also do vase inserts. And today I'm going to show you how simple it is to make a vase insert arrangement. So we're going to start out with a cemetery vase insert. It's just a styrofoam piece that sometimes you have to cut it down to make it fit just right. But we take these and I just drop it into an old cylinder vase. Now this is a vase we use all the time, so you can see it's not real pretty, it's not real clean. It has lots of hot glue on it, but it helps me to arrange because it's standing up in a vase. I'm going to start out by adding a little bit of moss. So this is a Spanish moss and it makes a terrible mess. So if you're doing this and you don't want to make a mess in your house, you can certainly do it outside. So you can just blow off the patio. But I'm taking this moss and I'm coming all the way around the top of that foam. It just kind of camouflages it. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to tuck that into a drawer. I am going to take my foliage. So I have some leather leaf foliage. This is a silk foliage, and I like to take it, the stems are a little long, so I like to take my wire snips and trim up those stems, and I'm just cutting those stems over the trash can. I'm going to take each stem, I'm going to dip it into my glue pan. So this is just a hot glue pan. I believe I got it off of Amazon, but it is one of the best tools that you can have in floral design. It just makes it so easy. If you have a glue gun, you have to pick that gun up, add the glue, put the gun down. It's just extra work. But with a pan, you just heat this pan up and heat all that glue, and you can just dip it in and then insert the flower. So I only use one bundle of this leather leaf. There are 12 stems per bundle. And I ordered this leather leaf from a company called David Christopher's. It's a really good price, but you can find it at, you can find it at your craft stores. You can find it probably on Amazon, but Shop David Christopher's is where I bought most of these blooms. Has pretty silks there also, mostly cemetery grade. So I have taken the greenery and arranged it all the way around on my styrofoam cone. Whoops. So that's how it looks. Okay, next what I'm going to do is take my line flower. I always like to add my line flower first. So I'm taking my wire snips. Okay, so I used my snips and I cut all the flowers off the stem. And next you're going to do just like you did with your leather leaf. You're going to take your stems and dip them in your glue and just arrange them right down into that foam. So I'm taking each stem and just like I did the leather leaf, you're going to dip each stem right down into that glue and press it down into the foam. Now this foam, I actually got it from a company called Ludwig. And Ludwig they carry fresh floral foam and they also carry styrofoam. This is kind of a gray, it's a softer foam, but I've really liked it. Now, I've always bought the hard styrofoam, and it's a green cone, but I've really enjoyed using these softer styrofoam. It works well. All right, so I'm just about finished adding my line flower. And really, you don't have to use all these same types of flowers. You can really use any type of flower you would like. All right, so there's our white flowers all the way around. Next, we're going to come in with a few white hydrangeas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that foliage and pull it all the way up towards the bloom. Oops. And then I'm going to take my snips and cut my blooms. And I think I'm only going to use 3 blooms in this arrangement. So I'm going to take that stem. All right. So there's all the pretty white flowers. Next, we're going to come in with some beautiful royal blue roses. So they ask that this arrangement be blues, greens, and whites. Of course, white flowers are the easiest to come by, but we're going to use these really pretty royal blue roses. So I'm taking my wire snips and I'm cutting each stem off the bush. Now, if you need the stems to be longer, you can always add length by adding a wood pick. But I think these are going to be fine for this arrangement. So I'm just going to take each stem, dip it, and stick it right into that foam. All right, they asked for some pretty green, so the last thing we're going to add is these pretty green mums. I got glue on my fingertips. The one thing that's nice about the glue pan though is that it has a temperature regulator, so you can regulate the temperature on there, unlike a hot glue gun that'll blister you so bad. The pan, you can kind of make it warmer or cooler with the temperature gauge, so that's so nice. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is just take my mums and do the same thing. All right, and there is our finished vase arrangement. Now let me show you a trick that you can use when you get to the cemetery. Give me just a second. So often when you get to the cemetery and you go to put these into the vases, so here in Mississippi we have lots of graves that have vases already on the gravestone. And so often this foam is a little big when you go to try to put it in there. It's hard to insert this in. And if you get carried away, you'll easily break this foam. So I like to, when someone purchases one of these vases from us, a vase insert, I like to send a small piece of styrofoam with them so that they can shave that foam down. So when you get to the cemetery, check it first. Try to drop it right down into the vase. If it fits, that's wonderful. And there have been times when it was a little too small for the vase. So what I will do is I will pick up sticks and jam the sticks right down in there to wedge it into place. But if it's too large, I like to take the styrofoam and just rub it off. And you'll see the styrofoam start to shed. It's going to make a mess, but go ahead and rub it, check it, see if it'll fit, rub it some more, and it's just going to shave it down. It's so much easier than a floral knife or a knife or your fingernails. I have used my fingernails out there before. But just a simple way to make sure that your arrangement fits down into your vase. Guys, thank you so very much for being here with me today. If you have any questions about how we do cemetery work, we would love to answer any questions you might have. And if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. That just helps people to see us. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button right down below. And if you'll hit that bell, it'll give you notifications for when we have a new video. Guys, thanks so much. We'll see you soon.